Will Summerville is a regular dude from a regular life that's just doing what he enjoys doing. I'm originally from Greenwood, Mississippi, but I've been in Florida for like 10, 11 years. Yeah, I grew up here for real. I think I've reacted to my city more than the city has reacted to me. Since I started doing music, I've been getting more involved with different events and just like meeting new people, networking. My brother, he was heavy in music, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. And like I said, I was doing poetry for a while, and I saw that people really were like digging my poetry and stuff. So I was like, okay. So I started taking my writing more serious, and I just been getting presented so many opportunities to do music. And I was like, all right, maybe I need to start doing. You know what I'm saying? I need to start doing this.
Would you consider yourself to be a lyrical artist?
For sure. I like to make people go like, what is that? Like, so I try to spice it up.
Do you feel like that's what separates you from other artists in Jacksonville?
Definitely. Okay. Nothing against any other artists. Like, we all have our own lanes, but I feel like my lane is less traveled by in Jacksonville, at least. I feel like I have to work even 10 times harder because of that, because there's no one looking in this lane. Everybody's attention's over here. I go to work, clock in, clock out. That's one of the main reasons I'm doing music, so I can stop having to clock in, clock out, because that's L. I'm tired of that, man. But yeah, like, I don't have anything, any other type of outlet, I guess you can say, with what I do.
Do you feel like the environment that you grew up in had an impact on where you are now?
Definitely. I feel like that's everybody. Am I a product of my environment? Yes and no. I learn from it and I evolve from it. Also adapt to it. So it's all about, it's a mentality thing. But lately I've been doing a lot more like freestyle and stuff, but I'm trying to get back to writing. But yeah, a lot of times I get writer's block.
Is it easy for you to freestyle? Or writing more your go-to?
It's more surprising when I freestyle. Like, it excites me more. Because I'll just be doing, I'm like, oh, hey, keep that.
Yeah,
versus when I write it, because I'll be like, I'm trying to hit that. But if I'm freestyling, it's like, all right. Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So it hypes me up more to keep going. I've had people hit me up more on my poetry. Like, I was literally just on the phone, and I was talking, like, a lot of people, like, I promote my music more than I promote my poetry. But people know me more for my poetry versus my music. So I was like, it's kind of backwards. But like, like, so I'll drop a poetry video, which like I just did recently, and people are like, oh my gosh, like, you need to make a poetry book, woo, this, that, and all this stuff. And I was like, I just dropped a song, you didn't listen to that. But my poetry versus my music is definitely different. When I do my poetry, I don't freestyle that for one. Like, I take my time to orchestrate that. But versus like my music, which also something like I take my time with, but like that's like two completely different wills. You know what I'm saying? So I see why they gravitate more towards that, but to me it's kind of hard to incorporate my poetry to a beat, to music, you know.
So as far as poetry, do you go to a lot of events that's in the city?
What I'm going to now is this event called A Picnic Would Be Nice. It happens like, I think like the first Sunday of every month. And it started, like, one of my friends, she started it. And it's just a lot of like painters and artists, they come out, they like draw stuff, and then they'll have different spoken word artists come out, just do their thing. Like, that's been a great vibe the whole day.
So as far as music,
okay,
who have you collabed with in the city?
Funny you asked that. A lot of people. I love doing features. I've collabed with Alexis Sophia. I collabed with Lennox Cartel. I got a whole project with Seti Hendrix on the way. I had Spot and Got 'em. I also have like a lot of like lower name peoples. But like, I collab with any and everybody. So if you need a feature, hit me up. I don't even got no high prices, man. Give me like $5. Give me like $5, man. I'm trying to get a 4 for 4. I'm trying to eat out here.
So poetry, how do you manage to stay focused as far as that?
Like, as far as writing it?
Yeah.
Real talk, I just be in my bed. I'll probably like be watching a YouTube video or like just scrolling on Instagram, and then like I'll just think of like a quote, or I may see a quote. I'm like, oh shit, and then I flip it and it go to like a whole, it go to whole poem. It seems like
soothing in a way. Well, yeah, that's just to me because I know a lot of people that.
I'm kind of a fast writer too. Majority of my poems for me to write, it don't take over an hour. Like probably like 15, 45 minutes.
Alright, so back on the music tip. I know that we spoke about this in an audio interview. But I want you to talk about the latest project, Welcome to Summerville. What drove you to create that project?
That was a thing with the features. The features. Like I was saying over the audio, it is like a big stigma in Jacksonville that artists don't really collab like that, which is partially true. I was working on the tape prior to that, but then I started. The first feature I got was with Alexis Sophia. I met her at a strip club, and she was like performing, and I was talking to her manager and stuff. We hit it up, and then after we did that feature, I was like, dang. So that's whatever I don't even know what the project I was working on before that, but that transpired to me doing every song I'm gonna hear is gonna be a feature. And I was talking to the people that I was working with. I want every song to have a feature on it, and like even in the cover art, I was trying to get them involved with it as much as possible. So in the cover art, I got a picture of them like in the background. And only thing I didn't do was put their names on the feature, like on the song title, so people won't be like, oh, I know that person, and click on that, like skip through, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like you listen through the whole thing and you'll be surprised. Cause like I said, some people it's smaller names like Tamaya, J Mal, Casso, you know what I'm saying? But then you got those Sedis, Alexas, you know what I'm saying? But you never know which song they own until you listen to it, yeah.
Are you thinking about doing another project, EP or?
For sure. I'm working on, like I said, the me and Seti Hendrix tape, and I have another tape that I'm working on right now. It's called No More Dreaming. Cause I was in a place where I was just like, oh, I want to do this, or I want to do that. So like, I got into a mind state where I'm like, all right, man, stop dreaming, but just do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is. Like I finished it, but I didn't like it, so now I'm like redoing it.
Is everything a part of that?
The song Everything? Yeah. Yes, it is. I had to think about that. Yeah, it's a lot of, yeah. Cause like I said, I'm changing a lot of stuff with it. But yeah, that's staying on there.
Okay.
For sure. Appreciate it.
So which platform do you use the most to promote your music?
I don't know how to use different social. I don't know how to use Twitter. I barely use Facebook. Like my mom uses Facebook.
So you gonna use it because she?
No, she knows it better than me. So I was like, man, I don't.
Yeah, no, it's too late.
Where have I gone wrong? You know what I'm saying? But like I'm Instagram and Snapchat.
So far in 2019, what's been your biggest accomplishment so far?
Like I'm doing something every day like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's say this. This is gonna be my biggest. This is gonna be my biggest accomplishment. Shout out to AMillion Magazine.
That's what's up. So on your current path, have you lost a lot of people while trying to pursue music or poetry?
Definitely lost some people. But then it's like some people like I didn't necessarily lose them because I got a whole different mindset about how I move. And like that's the thing with music. It's a mental thing. Like before the money, before the features, before any of the glory and fame and stuff, it's a mental thing. Like get your mind right first. Figure out what it is that you're really trying to do, how you trying to do it, when you trying to do it. And then cause money, all that stuff, it's gonna come. It's gonna come when it need to come. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not rushing nothing. I'm just letting the world do what the world do.
So how important is it to you to promote your craft?
Very. Which is what I'm mainly working on. I'm working on like my networking, and because like I said, it's not the normal Jacksonville music. You know what I'm saying? Like you can hear my music. Oh, he ain't from here. But yeah, so like it's definitely important for me to promote it because not only like I'm not from here, but because I'm not talking about what they talk about. I referenced it like I don't separate myself at all from anybody, but just like my sound in general, I believe is very, very different.
So in your insights, do you get a lot of people from Jacksonville or is it other places?
Yeah, I've gotten Jacksonville. Like on my Instagram, it's straight poetry stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you just look at my Instagram, you probably don't even know I do music. But like I've gotten mainly Jacksonville, Atlanta, and in some city that start with a C.
Oh, I think
you know what I'm saying?
like a bunch of cities that start with a C.
So yeah,
Instead of C.
man, that's them three.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Atlanta, and C.
And the C.
Wherever you at, C. I see y'all.
So give me insight on your newest single, Everything.
Everything is about that person. Like, it's no title on what y'all doing. It's just like, you know what you're doing, and your partner know what they're doing. Like, y'all both coincide with each other. Y'all know what y'all doing. That's your, the hook is like, that's my rider, that's my shawty, that's my queen. You know what I'm saying? So that's your everything. Like, it's, y'all just going with the flow. Y'all doing y'all. Y'all ain't worried about what no outside input is. You ain't worried about what no social media gotta say. You ain't worried about what your neighbor gotta say, the mailman. You ain't worried about nobody to say. You doing you, they doing them. I definitely learned a lot. I'm still learning stuff. Like, I've been talking to DJs. I've had a conversation with people that's more into it than I am, and they be like, "Hey, now youngin, let me tell you something." You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, "Dang." Like, I legit, like, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's a lack of that going on, like the lack of knowledge and stuff. So
Like BMIs and
definitely
a lot of people, a lot of artists.
copyright your music, because I will steal it.
Do you have any advice for anybody in your situation? And what advice would that be?
Let time do what time do, man. Like, don't rush nothing. Like, I ain't even talking about with like just music. Like, with your life, just let time do. They say time cures everything. Like, they not playing. I personally, I don't make big deals out of situations. Like, I try not to make mountains out of molehills. Like, just live your life. Stop worrying. Hakuna Matata.
I'd probably take her.